Hey, good morning. It is 6:36 right now, and I'm obviously in front of the 7-Eleven. When I woke up this morning at the bus station, it was a little bit before 6, but by 6 o'clock, all the kids were running around, or not running around, but I think I was at the bus stop. So I was like, I packed up my stuff and got out as quick as possible. Came over here, which was luckily just down the street. That's kind of a rule to generally live by, is when you're camping in a spot that you're not supposed to be, don't hang around the next morning. Pack up your stuff real quick, move to a different location, and then you can kick up your feet in that new location, just in case someone did see you while you're camping and was just polite. They figure, I'll just let them sleep through the night, as long as he's gone the next morning. And if they're still there the next morning, just hanging around and stuff, it's just generally a good rule. But anyway, let's see. Today is June 9th, and that makes day 51 here in Thailand. Cheap bicycle through Thailand. I'm waking up with the dogs here. One of them's coming over to say hello. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Little doggy dog. Anyway, I was looking at, literally right here at the crosswalk is a southern route, so I don't have to stay on the 4. Trent is still about 59 kilometers away. Trang is 59 kilometers away, and that's what I'm goaling for today. Even though that comes up short, that at least gives me a spot I can actually, meaning short of my, short meaning not quite as many kilometers as I would like to complete in a day, but that's all right. After yesterday and all the rain, the relentless rain yesterday, I can use the time to actually upload and dry off. There's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and taking off your warm, clean clothes and putting on wet, dirty clothes. But it wasn't that bad. It was raining, but I had a roof. It was wet, but I was warm, so those, the negative was balanced out by the good. So everything was pretty cool. My earplugs came in handy. I don't think I dropped anything that I know of down into the drink, the ditch down there. But if I did, I don't know about it. So anyway, guys, I don't really know what to say. I told you what today is, how many days we've been here, what time it is, and my planned route is, I think it's called. The planned route is, which road is that? Hang on real quick. It's the 4036. So if you're keeping track with your map, yeah, it's the 4036. There's a few 7-Elevens along the way too. I figured I always start checking the 7-Elevens to see how many are on each route, and just go with the one that has the most 7-Elevens. But all right, guys, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just gonna kind of have a little bit of my caffeine this morning, and then hit it. Like I said, it's early and only have about 59 kilometers, and I'll figure out where I'm gonna stay and stuff, and upload yesterday's video and all that fun stuff. All right, guys. It's 7:37 right now. Official start time. I just left the 7-Eleven. Something I forgot to mention is around 1 o'clock, weather is calling for the storm to come in. So, yeah. So up to 1 o'clock I should have a pretty decent ride. It's 11:25 right now. The storm hasn't moved in yet. They said around 1 o'clock the storm should be moving in. So I'm about 12 kilometers from Trang. I haven't really filmed anything. It's been a pretty nice actually ride and all. It's just nothing too much. I've just kind of been zoning out and pedaling. So yeah, I got 12. I booked a hotel for the night. I paid the extra. The hostel was $7 and the hotel I got was $9. It was like, I'll pay the extra $2 for possibility of a better Wi-Fi. It had good ratings and everything, so I'm hoping it has better Wi-Fi and get yesterday's video uploaded and all that stuff. Yeah, I haven't filmed too much. This is actually the first pagoda I've been to, but I really haven't been filming the pagodas a whole lot. I kind of got burnt out on because I mean there's just so many of them. Kind of like in Spain when you're like hiking the Camino. At first you're taking pictures of all the churches, right? And then after a while it's just like, dude, that's all I have on my, that's all I have on my, I have 1,000 pictures of churches. And one of the tricks was someone told me just start taking pictures of graffiti too. So take pictures of the churches, but mix it up with a little bit of the color from the graffiti and stuff like that. And that's actually good advice, because graffiti does have, very nice colors and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a good contrast to something that's just, like pagoda, graffiti. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep moving forward. 12 kilometers to get to my place. I didn't realize how tired I was until I started pedaling. My body's just kind of like, I didn't get really a good night's sleep last night. Very, very light, and I kept kind of like waking up and dozing off, waking up and dozing off, but nothing like a solid sleep. So hopefully I'll be getting that tonight. Yeah, so I'm gonna get there and get off the road. I already reserved it. It was $9 and some change. Yep, big spender. I know I should have went for the cheap option, but the cheap option was hostel, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna treat myself to a cheap hotel. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out there. No, no. No. Okay, I made it. It's 12:29. 12:29. I just made it to the hostel. So I'm here. I'm gonna unpack my bags and get my room. And then, yeah. So made it just as the rain was hitting me. Last 500 yards or 500. Yeah, I think yards. It was just came down on me. It was like, but actually then it quit. So it only for a second, and then I got here. And there's home sweet home. Well, I'm all in my room now. It's kind of interesting. It's a shared bathroom, but yeah, I have my own shower. So, but it said that on the. I knew before time it was. I just wanted my own private bed. I'm tired. So I'm not going to go out and exploring. That was just the first little taste of the what's supposed to be moving in here. Who knows? I'm gonna take a shower, relax, and yeah, I'm just gonna call it early day today. There's gonna be one of them boring videos. Actually, you'll already know that. That's one thing I keep I keep forgetting that there's there's a timeline difference. So like when I'm saying something like, oh, I'm gonna get to the hotel room and post yesterday's video. Well, you've already watched that video, so it probably seems redundant for me to actually even say it in the video. So, but what I'm doing is I'm treating my monologue like a dialogue and just acting like I'm talking to you live. So forgive me on that one, but I'm gonna keep doing it. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. Time-wise, it is, I think I might have said it already, but it's only 12:40. So yeah, I'm just gonna kick up my feet. I don't really know what Trang has. I don't know anything about these towns that I come to. I just come to them, and then usually I'm out of them before I can even learn anything about them. But hopefully all that will actually stop when when I got my my 3-month visa, and I'm down in Malaysia. Malaysia is a lot smaller, I think, right? And so I'll probably bicycle through Malaysia for the first month, and then just kind of start, slowing down and dragging stuff out a little bit more, which I need to do anyway. This all just started as an experiment with to see if I could do it, to actually see if I could, I did the long trail, but even that was like, I wasn't sure if I could do it when I came from Morocco over. That's why I started with just the small section. And, I did 30 kilometers and camped, and 30 more and camped. And, so by the time I did do the Francis, I was completely surprised. It opened up a whole new, a lot of people do it for spiritual reasons and stuff like that. And, my reasons were just to have an adventure. That was my only reason, to have something that I haven't done before, to do it. And so it opened my eyes to a whole new way of actually traveling, is by foot, because by foot was like the last way you traveled. It was only when you didn't get picked up hitchhiking or hopping a train, like a train wasn't running through that area, or no one was picking you up to hitchhike, which happens sometimes, like when you're in a prison town, meaning a town that has a prison somewhere located in that town, like Folsom area or something. No one will pick you up. And or if you're trying to hitchhike out of East Oakland, I tried that once. I got off on the wrong stop off the light rail, and I was in East Oakland, and no one's gonna pick me up. And first off, I'm a white boy in East Oakland. I shouldn't have been there. But I looked kind of crazy the way I was dressed. I was dressed like a hobo to the max, to the gill, with a big old wool jacket with a furry collar, and it was like and a little hat that was like an old fedora that actually got passed around quite a bit. The front was pressed up with a little Jolly Roger painted on it, and it said pirate, so I look crazy. So that's probably why no one messed with me. Yeah, that was good old days, being up in where was that? That was Mount Shasta all the way over to Arcata, the Redwoods. That route. That was the Emerald Triangle route. Anyway, there's a ramble. Yeah. So, I don't know where my train of thought was going, but I know where I'm going. I'm going to hit the shower, guys. So I'm going to say peace out, guys. Good night. I'm going to get to uploading, and I'll edit this, and this is just going to be the boring one, and throw it up, both of them. Alright, peace out, guys. We'll continue this tomorrow. I'm not planning on staying more than one day, so we're going to hit the road again tomorrow. Alright, bye.